The idea of free speech in general, whether it's Russia, whether it's Western Europe, whether it's Africa, Asia, is to me one of the pivotal parts of our human society. The idea to be able to say what you like and to express yourself freely is one of our basic human rights. And when people lose that freedom of expression, society loses something in general.
The freedom to protest injustice is a basic pillar of our democracy, but many around the world aren't so lucky.
We won't be quiet, set free, Pussy Riot!
On Friday evening, Amnesty International will bring together hundreds of DC activists at its second punk rock concert, protesting the imprisonment of 2 members of Pussy Riot, a Russian feminist rock band. Last year, after performing less than 1 minute of a song critical of Vladimir Putin, the 3 band members were thrown in jail, where 2 remain today. And Pussy Riot isn't alone. Since President Putin's election, the abuse has escalated and includes LGBT rights violations, restrictions on NGOs, corruption, torture, and crackdowns on the freedom of speech and expression.
As we see Russians no longer allowed to speak out, to protest, to march in the streets, even some NGOs being shut down and fined, it's really, the burden is on us. We have a stake in this, and we need to make our voices heard.
This Friday at 6 p.m., 3 punk rock bands, Jail Solidarity, Soft Punch, and G.U.T.S, will perform in front of the Russian embassy in Washington. Now, about a year after Pussy Riot's trial and 6 months before the Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia, Amnesty International is urging Americans to speak out about the injustice.
Well, Amnesty International's work is based on the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It's based on inherent human dignity, and so we do the work that we do because we believe that regardless of how we're separated by national borders, by cultures, we all possess inherent human dignity.
When you say human rights violations currently, you're thinking like torture in Guantanamo or like these horrible things people do to each other, but it's also kind of, there's a systemic ongoing thing in Russia currently that we don't really get to hear about so much.
So as the world's eyes turn toward Russia in the next 6 months, we want to be sure that the cases of Nadia, Masha, and Katya, as well as the thousands of others who have been arrested, detained, harassed by police, are in the international spotlight. That even though Masha and Nadia are in labor camps, even though their parole has been refused multiple times, we are still watching, we have not forgotten, and will continue to watch.